Live from KTVN Reno, you're watching 2 News at 5:30.
District staff work to save money.
Washoe County School District talks budget. A look into next year's numbers as School Watch tops 2 News at 5:30. And despite millions in cuts to the Washoe County School District's budget, next year's budget will require even more. I'm Landon Miller.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here with us. Now that's unless the district is able to secure additional funding in the upcoming legislative session. Elizabeth Levetta was at the budget workshop this morning. She joins us here in the studio now. Liz, first off, why is this?
Well, Kristen, the district was able to save about $13 million throughout fiscal year 2018 because of those reductions like increased class sizes and department cuts, and it'll likely continue into fiscal year 2020 for several reasons. Plenty of reductions were made across the Washoe County School District this year.
But we reduced close to 50 positions.
Officials say it was to crack down on the $40 million deficit from 2 years ago. Now the deficit sits at just $2.4 million. But there's a need for an even bigger budget this coming school year.
About 80% of our revenues come from the state.
But officials say even when the economy is booming, base funding is an obstacle.
The state sets a specific amount before the school year begins, before the budget begins. They guarantee a certain amount to us that they will provide us. And if, for example, their revenues increase in any of those sources of revenue, we still don't get any money.
Some early budget assumptions for 2020 include flat enrollment, which would be the same number of students as the year before or possibly even less. Officials say that doesn't help since the schools are funded per pupil. Salary increases for employees who get a satisfactory in performance will add 2.1%. Medical insurance is expected to increase by about 10%.
We're working on some solutions. We'll go out for a competitive selection process to pick our next health provider.
With new schools built, operating costs are estimated at about $3 million. While this first workshop is a very early look at the budget, officials say they'll look for plenty of public feedback this year.
Last year, we rolled out a survey for residents and 2,000 people responded last year. That was in December. We'll do that again.
They also hope to secure more funding per pupil.
We're getting about $7,200 per pupil from the state. The average nationwide is about $12,000.
And allocate more marijuana tax revenue to schools during the upcoming legislative session. Now, until that session, they'll evaluate which programs stay or go using a priority-based system. The next public workshop will be held January 8th. Covering the story live in the studio, Elizabeth Olveda, 2 News.